For a full copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Poppy's Cucina, right here on YouTube under the Community tab, or wait till the end of the video, it'll be right there. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started! Yeah! Oh boy, today we're making something that's so unbelievably delicious, easy, creamy, hearty, so good, and all made in one pot. That's right, it's another one-pot dish. Today we're making Pollo con Pancetta and Parmigiano Pasta. So good, so easy! Ready from start to finish, including prep time, 2 hours. That's not bad, look at it. So good, so yummy! So the first thing we're going to do is prep our chicken. So here I have 4 chicken breasts. They're probably about 8 ounces each, 6 to 8 ounces. All right, so first thing we're going to do is cut them in half to make 8 cutlets. You could always just buy the thin sliced chicken, but honestly, they charge you 50 cents to $1 more just to cut your chicken, and food's expensive as it is, right? So we're going to cut these up, and then we're going to lightly dredge them in some flour. You don't need a lot, just a nice little coating. All right, so now we're going to cook the rest and then head over to the stove. So here in this very large saute pan, I've been heating up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once the olive oil is nice and hot, we're going to add our cutlets. I guess it wasn't that hot. Felt hotter. All right, so you can add your chicken in a single layer. So you might have to do it in a couple batches if it's not big enough to do all 8 cutlets. And you're going to cook them for just about 4, maybe 5 minutes on each side. You don't want them fully cooked, but you want them almost there. So I'm going to have to do 2 batches. So we're going to let this cook, and then once they're done, we're going to take them out of the pan. So our chicken is all cooked, so we took it out. Let's reserve some of those juices, put it right back in that pan, and then so we just experienced some technical difficulties, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. So in that same hot pan, after we took out the chicken, we added 4 cloves of minced garlic, 4 ounces of pancetta that's diced, as well as 1 small onion that we diced up too. It's about a cup. All right, then we're going to let that saute for about 4 or 5 minutes, just until the onions are translucent and the pancetta is crispy. All right, so let's see how it came out. And once your onions are translucent and your pancetta start getting a little crispy, you could totally omit this entirely if you don't like them. I happen to love mushrooms. So we are going to add 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. So now we're just going to saute this until the mushrooms have wilted nicely and they stop sweating. So that's going to be about 4 minutes. But look at this already. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. I can't wait. And a couple minutes later, the mushrooms are done. Another reason why I like cooking with mushrooms is that they're like little sponges. They'll absorb whatever flavor you're cooking them with. So with all that beautiful garlic and pancetta, those mushrooms just sucked up all that flavor. So it's like, just flavor bursts in each bite. So anyway, so you'll see there's a bunch of little stuck pieces on the bottom of the pan. That's all, again, amazing flavor. So we're going to deglaze the pan with 1 cup of a dry white wine. I'm using a Sauvignon Blanc. But whatever wine you have on hand, you just don't want to use anything that's sweet. You know, I get a lot of comments that people don't cook with wine, or they don't really ever have wine in the house. But I'm telling you, it adds so much flavor to any dish, like potatoes, chicken, pork, whatever you're cooking. Wine just elevates it by like 10. Buy the box one. Those things are good for like 6 months. Keep it in your pantry. That's what I do. Keep it in your pantry. When you need it, you pop it out and you take some out. All right, so now we're going to let this saute, simmer, until it reduces by half. Let's see now, it just picked up all those delicious pieces that were stuck to the bottom of that pan. Oh, love it. Love it. And once your wine is reduced by half, you'll know. You actually won't even smell like that wine anymore. We're going to add 3 cups of chicken broth that I whisked in a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. So now we're going to bring this up to a quick boil, reduce it to a simmer, and we're just going to cook it until it thickens up. It's only going to take, it happens pretty quick. So, but that sauce, it's going to be amazing. And once your sauce gets nice and thick, see, it thickens up quick, you're going to add 1 cup of grated Parmigiano, along with 8 ounces of mascarpone. Haven't used this in a while. Welcome back, old friend. Alright, so now we're just going to mix this all together until the mascarpone and the cheese are fully incorporated. Look how beautiful that is. But that mascarpone is going to take the sauce over the top, let me tell you. And just a couple minutes later, it's ready. Look at that sauce. Do you see how creamy and ridiculously rich this is? At this point, give it a taste. See if you need to add a little seasoning, some salt, some pepper, maybe a little bit more garlic if you want some more garlic. But there's plenty of garlic in here. I tasted. I used a salted chicken broth, so it doesn't need it. Everybody's taste is different. All right, so now we're going to add our chicken right back into this gorgeous, gorgeous sauce that we have. Submerge it right in there. And we're only going to cook this for probably about, we'll allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes because the chicken should almost be done already anyway. But what's happening is now the chicken's picking up all these beautiful flavors from this sauce. Oh, so good. We will see this in 10 minutes. Yum. So this has been simmering for about 12 minutes. Look how gorgeous this sauce is. Can you believe it? Oh, and it tastes amazing. All right, chicken should be done. So now we're taking it out again. So we're going to grab the chicken breasts. Try to get some of the sauce. And then set it aside. So we take all the chicken out. And once you got all the chicken out, we're going to add to this sauce 1.5 cups of water. Maybe 2. You're going to have to keep an eye on it. We're going to stir it in. Turn up the heat a little bit to a medium-high. Make that water all mixed in with the sauce. Don't worry, I didn't seize the sauce or anything. I didn't ruin this. Because next we're going to add our pasta. Raw. That's right, we're going to cook the pasta in the sauce. Isn't that crazy? I know. But it works and it comes out amazing. So we're going to add 1 pound of penne pasta. Let's stir this in. And we're going to allow this to simmer for about... It takes longer to cook pasta like this, so we're going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. It's going to take a little bit longer, but we're going to add another ingredients. So, like I said, we're going to bring this up to a simmer. And then you want to stir it every couple of minutes or so, because you don't want the pasta to stick. And then also you want to keep an eye on the moisture level. If it looks like it's getting too dry, add a little bit more water. But I don't think you're going to need more than 2 cups total. And while your pasta is cooking, we're going to take our hopefully now cool chicken and we're going to julienne it. You don't need to do this, but I just think it'll be a little bit nicer, a little easier to eat. You don't have to cut up your chicken while it's happening. And try not to eat all this chicken while you're cutting it up because it's amazing. So much flavor! Love it! So exactly 20 minutes later, this is still cooking away. You'll see the sauce got nice and thick. The pasta's growing. It's getting there, but it still needs some more time. But we're going to add some peas. So here I'm going to add 2 cups of frozen peas. These are going to add a beautiful sweetness to cut through like the salt from the pancetta and the chicken broth. It's also going to add a beautiful pop of flavor too. And color. Look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look nice? It's so fun. Who doesn't love peas? You can leave them out if you don't want to have these, but it adds so much to this dish. And we're also going to add the chicken. And then we're going to cook this for like another 10, maybe 15 minutes. You just want the pasta to be nice al dente. So let's get this chicken in there. If you didn't eat it all already. And just about 14 minutes later, it's done. I did have to add that other 1/2 cup of water because it did get a little too dry. So you need the full 2 cups. But look at this. Oh, doesn't that look incredible? Oh, the pasta is perfectly al dente. Again, last chance, give it a taste, see if it needs a little bit more seasoning. But this is perfect. Time to plate it up and give it a try. Oh, yeah. Buon appetito. You taste everything in this. The pancetta, the garlic, the mascarpone just takes it over the top creamy. The peas add that beautiful sweetness. This is one of those dishes that you order every time you go to the same restaurant because it's your favorite pasta dish. This is it. It's so good, it's so easy. You're gonna love it. If you do, try it, let us know. If you loved it or hated it, let me know that too. I'm a big boy, I can take it. All right, thank you so much for watching.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!
It's unbelievable. But so is that drink. Let's make it. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so for today's glass slipper, we're going to start with, long story how I came up with that name. We're going to start with 1.5 ounces of melon liqueur. Alright, so it's my take on a melon ball. So, you know, Cinderella's ball. You don't get it? Alright, never mind. 1 ounce of vodka. 1 ounce of apple schnapps. I do 1/2 ounce of blue curacao, just pretty much for color, really brighten it up. And we do 2.5 ounces of pineapple juice. And then we do a splash of margarita mix. Just make it a little tart. Alright, give it a good shaky. As we pour, let's see. Oh, look how bright that is. Oh, I love it. Oh, what a fun cocktail. Let's give it a try. Yeah. Salute. Oh my. Oh, that is so good. It's sweet. Has a little tart. You don't taste any booze. I love these drinks. And look at the color, it's so cool. Alright, so if you try this, drink responsibly. Let us know if you tried that amazing Pollo con Pancetta and Parmesan Pasta. Let us know that too. You're going to love it. So good. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Keep those suggestions coming. Love you guys. Cheers.